Kublai phi baru kini kilonggi kubor bam takasngi. Kasorkar Meghalaya kasngi balang kala pentip hapo kayung darbar thawan ba kajing trei kam ban shim them ya ka Jaka na ka pentaban Pynheh bat pelong trei kam ya ka kat Liengsuiñ Baljek hawes Garo Hills kadang ya Shakman. Ya gani kamat lawan ra ha ka kenta kali jingkali ha kasngi ka balai jang ka darbar sunrai da ka MLA ka ampeti ka Miani di Shira kalapan jingtip na usumbut mencurang ba ubapet yakatna transport usnyau bahalang dhar halor ka jinglong jingman jang ka project Pynheh yakati ka kat Liengsuiñ. Haba jubab udhar uloong ba ka sarkar kaya trailang bar ka Airports Authority of India AAI lembar ki Borsen Shah district ban itho bat shim ya ka Jaka ka badan kam na ka benta ka jing Pynheh. Ka jingtmu kalong ban kentiu ya ki jingtei badan lupa bat pelong ya ka kat Liengsuiñ ka babit ban Pynheh ki Liengsuiñ kit pat ba man kapor. Unong yalam kaliang persya u Dr. Mukul M. Sangma ulabu syuk ya ki jingkali benram halor ka Jingshim ban pelong trei kam ya ka kat Liengsuiñ ulapan Jingshai halor ka jingdon kam Jaka ka jingtmu Pynheh bat kapor bala ban sedang ya ki jingyat Liengsuiñ. Haba jubab u menteri rangba Konrad ki Sangma uloong ba ka jing trei kam ban shim Jaka kadang ya syakmat bat ka sarkar kadang scam ha ka jingtmu ban penroy ya ka kat Liengsuiñ Baljek. Ula pensyai ba on pentrei kam ya ka project ha ki benta namar ki Liengsuiñ ki bahe ki don kam syuk ya ka Jaka ka runway ka bajrong bat ki we ki jing don kam ha ka liang ka Liengsuiñ. U menteri rangba uloong ba ka thong ka bah khmat kalong ban pelong trei kam shwa ya ka kan na ka benta ki Liengsuiñ ki berin kham tam ki Liengsuiñ ki bala ban ket khat khandai ngut ringkat bat ka jing penkre ya ka TERV ha ka por ban wan na ka benta ki Liengsuiñ ki bakham he. Ka sarkar jila kradep ya soye ka jingete bat ka AAI na ka benta ban Pynheh bat sumari ka kat Liengsuiñ Baljek kala terwaru ban bu kumba Riu Phlai pon riu nyau klur tingka na ka benta ban ningkong jong ka jing penrai. Ka barang ab ya ka jing menjur bat jing penpai pisa lingba ka Regional Connectivity Scheme. Kadkum ka jing tmu ningkong on penbet ya ka kat ban syakri ya ki Liengsuiñ khat khandai Jingshim bat hadin on kentiu ya ka ban la Pynheh ya ki Liengsuiñ ATR nyopuar ka thong ka bajngai jing ka sarkar kalong ban wat ya ka lat baki Liengsuiñ khayi ki bakham he ru kina ban her bat her na ka kat. Ya ka kat Liengsuiñ Baljek ka badon ha jeng jal ha jantura lapli hausnem hajar pra. Henry hadu menta kampat don ya ki jingya Liengsuiñ khayi ki baman kapor lada ka zdang trei kam kan Pynheh ya ka jingya so jang ka than Garo Hills bat Shillong lem bat ki we ki benta ka ri. Bat kan kentiuru ya ka kam jngok kai ka khayi pateng bat karoi ka par hak than sep ngi jong ka chila. Ka sarkar kala pentip ba ka jingya kren bat ka Union Ministry of Civil Aviation ka AAI bat ki company Liengsuiñ kadang yad khnang ban sedang ya ki jingya Liengsuiñ ha ka por ka bakroi tam.
Reply to start question 56. Sir, the Airport Authority of India is presently preparing a revised master plan for the expansion of the Baljek Stura Airport to facilitate the operations of the ATR 72/Q400s and A320 categories aircraft. An Airport Authority of India would undertake a leaders survey and feasibility assessment to determine the technical suitabilities and exact land requirement for the proposed expansions. And simultaneously, the government of Meghalaya has entered into an operations and maintenance MOU on the 6th May 2025 with the Airport Authority of India and is presently pursuing the matter with the Airport Authority of India to take over, develops and operates the airport on an as-is where-is basis. Upon finalization of the master plans and assessment of the land requirements by the AAI, and the state government will take a necessary step for acquisitions of the requirement land for the expansion of the airport.
Supplementary, please.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I'd like to thank the
Honorable Deputy Chief Minister for his reply. Now, in the course of his reply, he had mentioned that upon finalization of the master plan and assessment of land requirements by AAI, the state government will take necessary steps for acquisition of required land. However, according to our knowledge, there was additional land acquisition done. Can we get a clarification as to whether that additional land which was acquired is still not enough? Do we need more land for the expansion?
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, it is a fact that the total land that we're having now is altogether is 211.13 acres, and it was not enough. And yes, during the last few years that we had discussed, they request us to have another additional land for another 68 acre. If it is for the 72-seater for VFR operations phase 1 only, and even though if we go for the 72-seater IFR instrument flight rules operation phase 2, it will need another 115 acres. So as of now, the process is still there. So yes, we are needed additional land, but we are waiting even for additional land, so not yet finalized from the governments, because we are requesting them for a joint inspection with the Airport Authority of India officials and the state government officials together in order to identify the correct identification so that there will be no problem in future. So exactly we are waiting for the joint inspection. Only then we'll be able to exact whether we'll go for the first phase 68 acre, and then we may go all for both the phases. And now we are exactly waiting for the joint inspection so that there will be no wrong identification of land in future. So obviously we are decided from the government, and I'm happy to inform the House. It is a very long pending issues for the last so many years. So now we are happy to inform that both the governments of India, Ministry of Civil Aviation, and the government of Malaysia, we are agreed to sign another MOU for handing and taking over by the airport authorities. Only after signing the final MOU, and we'll go for the final survey. Then after the survey we'll be able to know exactly what additional land. Then we can go for a joint inspection. Finally, then hopefully, I think in the next few months, so that the process will be finally under process.
Mr. Speaker, sir, when can we expect the final MOU to be signed? Is there any timeline that the government has in place?
Yeah, according to the last meeting we had, that they said very soon, Mr. Speaker, will be having. They said within September. They said, well, let us wait. But even from the Chief Minister, is ignoring this issue very aggressively. We forced them. Let us sign immediately, so that we can come for the final decision. Because yes, it is a fact that this airport is really a long pending issue, and it is a very the high times of the hour. We need this airport very. So we from the government side, we are really pursuing this matter very aggressively presently as of now. This is the latest status as of now for the Baljek airport.
Sir, I'll just supplement because I have been personally monitoring this project myself. So there was one MOU that was signed earlier with Airport Authority. That was for the management of the airport. Because Airport Authority was not willing to, at that point in time, take over the entire airport. So they were going to go into a management contract or a MOU. Later on, with a lot of pressure, a lot of lobbying, and a lot of discussion with Civil Aviation Minister and with Donor Minister and Government of India in general, Airport Authority now has agreed to take over the entire airport. So like in Shillong, they've taken over. In Tura also, Baljek also, they are now ready to take over the entire airport. Therefore, this is a completely new thing, which is a great thing for us. And now they are going to completely take over, which means they will invest, they will also fund, they will overall build up the airport, sir. The second thing, sir, so that everybody is clear, there are two parts to this. One is the operationalization of this airport, which is going to be done through 19-seater, for which about 65 crores we are giving to Airport Authority to at least start the operation of the 19-seater airline flights or the planes And in that process, a scheme also under UDAN is being worked out with Government of India. And so while this renovation work goes on and through the Airport Authority, through this amount which we have sanctioned already, about 55 crores we have sanctioned, this money will be given to them. They will repair the whole thing and they will take over the airport, the new MOU. The 19-seater flights will start post that change. While the renovation is going on, we will also discuss about the route that has to be fixed and the scheme that has to be developed under UDAN. So that will be the first part. And the second part is the part where the expansion takes place. And for that, as mentioned, we need about 394 acres at the end, and many other things, details Honorable Minister Deputy CM has already given. But I just wanted to give a clarity to people. There's a lot of people are confused. So this is going to be taken in 2 phases. And why it's different now, why a second MOU? Because I know many people will question why second MOU. Because the first one was a management MOU. This one is complete handover now to Airport Authority, which is a much better thing for us. So I just wanted to clarify to the House and to the Honorable Members, sir.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I'd like to thank the Honorable Chief Minister for giving the detailed reply as well. As you all know, that the people of Garo Hills have been waiting for this airport to be operational for a very long time. So definitely it is very exciting and good news for the people of Garo Hills. Because as of now, we have to travel almost 5 kilometers to Guwahati for the airport, and having even the smallest of flights operational from Garo Hills will be of great help. I just wanted to seek one more clarification regarding the operationalizing of the 19-seater flight, whether this can be operational even without the acquisition of the additional land.
Mr. Speaker, it can be, but the present infrastructure is not ready. That's why what I'm replying exactly now, that the money is given for that only.
Mr. Speaker, sir, we are also reminded of the fact that this airport has been inaugurated by none other than the Honorable President of India. Now, there were challenges, and earlier land acquisition was based on the complete feasibility assessment and the technical viability done by AAI, and based on which the land was acquired, at least to operationalize. Now, there were some hiccup because the management contract and the expenditure involved to get the support of AAI was quite substantial. So, in the process of negotiation, it took time, of course. But then land acquisition has been completed for the initial part. So, therefore, as has been replied by Honorable Chief Minister as additional supplement, in addition to the reply of the Honorable Deputy CM. Now, therefore, I think we would like to know operationalization, the first part of the operationalization of this airport, how fast we can expect, having signed a management contract with the AAI. And I'm sure they must have been already paid quite substantial amount, because the annual charges were quite substantial that they were asking initially. Can we get the cost which was paid for the management of the airport without the component for operationalization, and what will be the cost along with operationalization, and how fast we can start?
So those, of course, the details of how much the cost and all is not there. But I can at least tell the Honorable LO and the House that earlier there was a management contract, or the management MOU was signed. At that point in time, there was a requirement of 55 crores to be given to improve the overall infrastructure out there, as I said, which we have already sanctioned to sanction. And now that the MOU for the handing over of the airport will be done, that we have decided, and once that is done, we will give that money to them. For the operation part, roughly about, I don't have the exact numbers, sir, but roughly about 2 crores per year is what is there in the request that has been given by Airport Authority. But the main question, sir, which the Honorable LO has asked is, when will this be done? So we expect, sir, that once the MOU is signed for handing over the airport to Airport Authority, which we expect within the month of September, this September, we should be able to go with that MOU. From that point, approximately 8 to 9 months is the requirement to renovate the old building and just redo the current runway and everything like that. And they will take anything between, as I say, 9 months to 10 months. So let me just put 10 months. Because again, as I said, it all depends, but roughly they have given us a commitment that anything around 9 months plus minus will be what they require. Second, sir, once that is done, sir, parallelly, we will be also going for the routes. So in this, Air Alliance has shown interest. They have the smaller 19-seater Dornier aircrafts, and they have already shown interest to have certain flights, maybe to Kolkata and definitely to Shillong. So these are the routes that we are examining, and government is going to proactively also work towards ensuring that these routes come out successful. And while the infrastructure renovation is going on, parallelly, as I said, the routes will also happen. And we hope that both will converge and both the aspects will be completed within this 9-month period that we're looking at. And I hope, sir, that around mid of next year, maybe July, August, September next year, we should be able to start, sir. But as already mentioned, we have seen so many challenges in this airport. So I really am keeping my fingers crossed also that no other surprises come. But we are working very hard. This is something that late P.A. Sangma ji had started this entire thing. So it's also very, very important project personally also to all of us, in fact, sir, to you also, to me also. So therefore, this is something that we are very, very, very aggressive. In fact, I'm sharing something personal, but I had a talk with the Honorable Civil Aviation Minister. He happens to be a very dear friend of mine because we were in Parliament, when I was in Parliament for a short period, we happened to sit together in the same row. And so he's now the Civil Aviation Minister, a very dear friend of mine. So I told him that this is one gift that you can give me, is you have to operationalize Baljek Airport. Shillong is already functioning, all the work is going on. So I am quite positive, sir. I'm sorry I took too much time, but I'm quite positive that this timeline will be met. There were a lot of challenges, but I think we are on the right track.
Yes, Melbourne.
Just a small query. Even though it will deviate a little from the principal question, but this is with regard to the status of the airport at Umroi, whether the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister can enlighten the House with regards to the expansion of Umroi Airport, so that the August House will know, so that big aircraft can land, keeping in mind the incident happened like last week. Many tourists, they don't have an opportunity to come, so it is high time that the House will be enlightened and the people of the state should know the exact status for the expansion of Umroi Airport, as well as the status for making various helipad in various parts of the state. Mr. Speaker, sir.
The mic, please. Oh.
You'll become a president, Mr. Speaker, sir. Therefore, the supplementary has to be specific to the principal question, as per the rule. So, in the fitness of things, since we want to adhere to the time-tested dignity and decorum and procedure that we follow, strictly adhere to the rules of procedure and conduct of business, I think we can always take up these issues in the right earnest, inconsistent with the rules of procedure and conduct of business. Otherwise, it is becoming something like a precedence, then it will be a repetition in respect to other questions also. So, with no offense intended, while I appreciate the concern of the Honorable Member concerned pertaining to this crucial issue, I would submit before you, Mr. Speaker, sir, that we adhere to the rules of procedure and conduct of business.
Mr. Speaker, so even Shillong Airport matter is still sub judice, even though I cannot give a reply on this.
Mr. Rupamara, please.
May I know from the Minister in charge, Transport, whether the government has released a money to the landowners on the past acquired lands?
Mr. Speaker, for the previous land, it was already done for the 211 acre, except that only. The previous one, very much previous one, is only for.
Another supplementary question, which I would like to raise here. What is the present physical infrastructure of the Jingshim Airport?
Mr. Speaker, it's not workable. That is why I think Sir has replied very clearly on this. It's not feasible. That's why we are discussing for the last few minutes.
Another supplementary question, whether the government has assessed the quantum of damage of the infrastructure of the Jingshim Baljek Airport.
Mr. Speaker, after we sign the final MOU, and the airport authority will do all the assessment accordingly.
One more, sir. This may be my humble suggestion to the Minister in charge and to the government. The Baljek Airport is in shambles. It has damage, maybe like 60% has already been damaged due to the negligence of the government or the administration, I would say. So I would like to suggest to deploy some security personnel or maybe the police to patrol that area, because it has been used as a hub for the antisocial elements or antisocial youths or whoever indulge in antisocial activities. And to stop it from the further damage, it is necessary. So I would like to urge the government to deploy security forces to maintain and manage the Baljek Airport. And just few months back only, I called up the SP of the West Garo Hills and asked him to send some patrolling team, like in the evening, twice in the daytime, to man the Baljek Airport. Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, the suggestion made by the other member is well taken and noted by me.
Yes, Barbara, please.
Taking cue from the principal question raised by the Honourable Member, Srimati Miani Di Shira, which deals with the airport. In fact, I've put the question before the Honourable Minister concerned with regards to the Umroi Airport. So I would like to stick, because we are talking about the airport, the principal question is with the airport. Recently there has been the expansion with regard to the runway with regards to Umroi Airport. And as we are all aware that there is a road, because of the acquisition of land for the expansion of the runway at Umroi Airport, there is a road linking 5 villages in my constituency with Ribhoi district, passing through Umden village. So with the expansion of the Shillong Airport, this road won't exist anymore. And I would like to know, because the villagers from these nearby villages have come to me, and in fact I've met the officials from the airport authority, where they have assured that during the construction of the expansion of the runway, they will provide the road for these villages. But then I want to know from the Honourable Minister whether there is a plan for constructing the alternate routes because this route is the lifeline to more than 1,000 households in and around that Umroi airport.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I think I would like to endorse, in fact, the suggestion submitted by the Honorable LO, because this question, again, it's totally new question, not at all related to Baljek Airport. So, sir, I would like to request your Honor, sir, to take a decision on this.
Yes, it is exactly, I mean, out of the principal question, because it was not about just airport, but it was about Baljek Airport. So I think the question may not be allowed. However, the honourable member may take up in other forms in the due course of our session. So we move on to the next.